Foreign ministers of the Collective Security Treaty member states have arrived in Moscow and they're about to talk to the press ahead of the summit. This is Russia and 6 neighbouring countries at the meeting, and we can now cross live and listen to what they have to say.
After the statements made by the Foreign Minister of the Russian Federation, we'll be ready to answer your questions. And the Secretary General of the Collective Security Treaty Organization as well. Dear colleagues, during today's meeting, I'd like to express satisfaction by the way our work is progressing today, and the way our work has progressed during the day and with the contents of our work. The Foreign Minister of Armenia, the country which is presiding in the Collective Security Treaty Organization, has today issued a statement in connection with the events in South Ossetia. We're satisfied, quite satisfied with the things contained in this statement. It lists all the necessary elements, including the military actions taken by Georgia against South Ossetia. It renounces these actions and stresses the necessity to avoid such situations in the future. It also gives an evaluation of the situation around the events in South Ossetia. It stresses that such events in the future are unacceptable. And if anyone still has any questions, this statement provides all the answers. We've also agreed that based on this statement we'll be acting in concert in all international organizations which will be discussing these issues. This will be the unified position of the CSTO. All our efforts and all our statements will be coordinated according to the positions discussed today by the foreign ministers. As for tomorrow's meeting, we will be discussing a very important block of questions and issues, including the military cooperation and the readiness of the military coalition of the organization and the armed forces and their readiness. We'll be also discussing questions about the developing and realizing state programs by the countries of the Collective Security Treaty Organization. These documents will be aimed at collective input and collective participation of the member states as part of the global UN anti-terrorism and anti-drug strategy. We've also signed a very important plan on the coordination of our efforts in this field of politics and defense. We've also issued a collective statement by the ministers about security and the necessity to fully control strategic offensive weaponry. I'd also like to note the informational security program signed and adopted by the member states of the CSTO. The last thing I'd like to mention today is that we've agreed to set up joint work on the Russian initiative to prepare and sign a treaty about European security. This is a very important decision, and we'll start working in it during the coming weeks. On the whole, I can evaluate our today's work as very productive. We've had friendly discussions during the meeting, as allies do usually. Thank you.